creating a simple bow and arrow from this hanger. So this hanger has a few things that if you want to recreate this, you will need your hanger to have. First off, I would recommend it to be out of wood because this is going to make it way easier. Next thing, I would recommend that this can turn. Another thing that basically you'll need is that it has here a hole and like here a hole. And that's basically it. You will also need one here, or you could have a hanger like this made out of maybe plastic, and then you could get a wooden stick because we will use the whole hanger for this bow and arrow. The next thing that you'll need for making this is an elastic band. To make sure that you have a good one, I'd recommend to have a thick one, and also that you can put it in here and that it also reaches over to the other side and that it's like this. If your elastic band doesn't do that, then you will need to find a different way to do it because your elastic band will of course let the arrow go. Another thing that you will need is a pair of scissors. You could also sometimes use a pocket knife maybe, and even a rock sometimes, but you will definitely also probably need scissors. Okay, I would also recommend to have a piece of paper at the bottom. Here I have a piece of paper, just so that when I'm cutting and stuff, any wood is gonna fall onto here, and then I can just put it together like this and just put it in the bin. You could also just do everything over a bin, but I just like to do it like this. I think it's way better. Okay, so what you first want to do is remove this stick from this side. The best way to do this is actually put your forefingers here and then put your thumb above, and then press your thumb against here, and hopefully it will come off. While you're doing this, be extremely careful because you can get hurt because it's actually connected with nails. So I've already done one before, so I'll just show you guys this one. For the one side, I actually cut it, so if you guys can see, it has like a little tip at the front. So what you want to do with this is take your scissors or a rock and literally, just hit it down as best as possible. So it's kind of down, this one right now. Yeah. Okay. Then if you get something where your nail actually comes still out, you want to do exactly the same thing. You can just hit it down, or you can actually try to take your scissors and put them up like this and try to actually pull that out. So all that what it's done by me is actually bend it even more. So I'm actually just gonna hit it down, and yeah, you could also just use a rock for this. You want this kind of smooth and not too hot. Okay, next thing you want to do, where you kind of want to clear everything a bit away, because you are going to be cutting quite a bit now, is your arrow. So this is going to be your arrow for the for your bow and arrow, and you have to choose one side to be actually the back side, where you're gonna have a little slit basically, and then the other one is gonna have a point at the top. So I have chosen to have this one, which has also still likely the nail coming out still a bit. So I'm gonna be cutting it like this. So coming here, let me focus the camera. So coming like this, because I'm anyway then gonna be cutting off the nail. So Again, while you're doing this, be extremely careful because you are trying to cut wood, which is quite hard. So just make sure that you are being extremely careful. Okay, so you should have something around like this. So as you can see, it's not at all perfect and it's not that sharp. And as well, I have so much wood at the bottom, which you're probably gonna get. Okay, here's where you can also use a pocket knife. I'm still gonna be using a pair of scissors, just because I don't want to go get a pocket knife for this craft, and I want to have like you don't need a lot of things to make this. So I'm also gonna be using the scissors. While you are doing this, you need to be extremely careful. So the way you're gonna do it is put your hand between here. When you are doing this, be extremely careful, and then all you want to do is lightly cut it like that. I would recommend to have someone watch you while you are doing this because this can be quite dangerous. So I wouldn't just do this on your own and have someone with you the whole time. Until you have actually sharpened it basically where you like it, then you can continue. You can also try, if you have a big sharpener, to actually use that. Whoops. Another way that you can try and do it is hold it here so you're not actually touching the sharp part and then actually pressing up. The thing is, I have the feeling you don't have as much control, but it is a bit safer. So yeah. Okay, after you have done it where you like it, I think I'm just gonna stop here. I might do a bit more just while I'm using it or something, but for now I think it's quite good. Next thing you want to do is cut off this whole point here and the other side and just cut it off all the way. Again, while you're doing this, be extremely careful. I would recommend to find your place and then turn it back and forth. You can also try to first cut off a bit of this, like this, and then kind of rip it, and then do it on the other side as well, because now it's been basically cut in half. And first go for the thin part, and then you will have a bit more control, I think. Another thing is you can try to put it actually between the scissors and kind of bend it like this. So we got little pieces off like that. Okay, so now we have this. It's kind of a simple top. It does go a bit like an arrow, like the front bit, but it is still okay. Then what you want to do is put your scissors in the middle or your pocket knife in the middle and literally just cut down like this until you get a kind of deep cut going in the middle, a bit down. Not too far, just a bit, so that you can put the elastic band into it. So then the one side should be like this with the cut in it. You should have made it like that. And then one thing that I actually didn't say, what you will need, you won't need this, but I would recommend this, is a tape. So I'm gonna be using see-through tape, and the reason why is some of the wood might still be like kind of loose on the sides, so you might actually get a splinter, and you don't want that to happen. So all you would do is take a little piece of tape around like this big maybe, and then just like wrap it at the top. And now if you're worrying how are you even gonna get the elastic band into the cut, I'll show you how to do that as well. So you want to just roll this up, and then after that cut off the top, make this nice. So cut that maybe off a bit if there's a bit too much extra on the sides. And then all you want to do is just literally cut down again, just like you did while you were making it, or even like this, and literally just cut down. Now the first few times when you're going to be shooting it, it's going to be a bit difficult just because of the plastic, but after a while it'll be awesome. I did sharpen the front a bit more, and I would also recommend to put tape on that, because again, you don't want to get wood on your fingers. This, you can just use a little piece and just lightly wrap it, because the front it's not that important. So I would recommend to wrap it really tightly actually, so that it's kind of like it's laminated. So I think I took actually too much tape like this, and then the front will have some extra tape, and then just make your tip even stronger, and it's actually gonna make it kind of a bit pointier with the plastic. Okay, and then all you have to do is assemble your things. So take your elastic band, put it here, and put it here. Then what you want to do is you're going to put it this way and actually turn this like that. Then take the back and put it into that pot, and then you're going to get it totally straight like that, because you've got this going straight. And then all you want to do is let go, and it's going to fly quite good. Just because I'm filming in the light box, there is a wall like basically here, so that's why it didn't fly quite far, but it does actually fly far. Okay, and before we end this video, I have one more way in how you can basically shoot an elastic band without using anything but an elastic band. The way you do that is you put it in the center of your hand, then you put your little finger at the end down like that, so it's holding the elastic band. Then what you want to do is have all three fingers up, bring it around, then you can bring these two fingers down. It's still holding on with the one finger. Then bring it around the thumb and put it on your index finger. Then the way you shoot it is just let this up, and because it's gonna release it here, and that flies quite far and actually even flies back. You can also do it on your left hand like this. Bring it down, bring it like that, and 3, 2, 1, shoot. You can even use two at the same time as well. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy making this bow and arrow. It's really simple and not at all hard to make. If you want to know where to get these hangers from, they're in the description down below, because in general they're also quite good hangers, not just for bow and arrows. Okay, and I will see you in the next video.